how do we know that we see the same colors, right? When I see red,
I love this question so much because the answer is wild, and that is we literally don't know. Like, there's no way for us to know whether your internal subjective experience of anything is the same as mine or anybody else's, and this is called qualia, those sort of unmeasurable internal experiences. Now, we can measure things like color blindness because we know people who are colorblind can't see things that others can, and there are even experiences like the dress where people see the same thing as different, so black and blue versus white and gold. But the main question here is, can we look at the same thing, call it the same thing, believe it's the exact same thing, but only internally be having a completely different experience of that? So this mustard yellow shirt, we know quantifiably it's shooting out the same wavelengths to both of our eyes. Our photoreceptors are interpreting that, sending it through neurons to the brain. But what if at the brain we see it differently? What if I see green to you and you see blue to me? Does it make a functional difference? I don't know, because as long as we can communicate that's mustard yellow and it doesn't change our world, it's all stable, that's fine. And my personal opinion is we're the same species, we evolved in the same way, we probably are seeing it pretty similar. But it brings up a more interesting existential question, because as scientists, as a curious species, we can measure wavelengths, chemicals, touch, every little different nuanced thing around us. But at the end of the day, it's all ending up back in our brain. And so your experience of the entire universe, everything you know, all your hopes and dreams are inside your mind. And at that stage, it could be completely subjective and different than everybody else.